So today we'll discuss on the regular expression. Regular expression as such is an algebraic form of writing to represent certain patterns, and these patterns can be used in text processing. Okay, so now what is the definition of a regular expression? There are certain basic regular expressions. A null set is a regular expression which can be represented by 5. Lambda is a regular expression that represents an empty string, and any symbol which belongs to the alphabet set sigma represents a regular expression. Now, any two valid regular expressions which are combined by a plus operator, which means an OR operator, or an concatenation operator, or an closure, clean closure, which is zero or more occurrence of the same symbol, then it's termed as regular expression. Fine. So you have R1, R2 as regular expressions. We are generalizing it, and therefore R1 plus R2 or R1 R2 or R1 closure is a regular expression. Now we'll see operations on regular expression. Okay, we know that a phi set is a regular expression, but this represents a null set as a language. Now what is a language? Language is a finite set of strings. Now when I say strings, all these strings, they try to follow some pattern or the other. Now how do I represent that pattern? That pattern is represented in terms of a regular expression. So when you take null set, it is a set with no strings in it. When you take lambda, it is a set with lambda is represented. When I take a set with a is represented. Now when I try to combine two regular expressions with an OR operator, we'll take all the strings represented by R1 as well as the strings represented by R2. When we concatenate it, it is a ordered pair. The strings of R1 will be combined with all the strings of R1 will be combined with all the strings of R2, and you have strings. For example, if you have A and B in the first set and C and D in the second set, we'll have AC, AD, BC, BD as 4 strings in the resultant set. Any number of balance parentheses doesn't matter. When you have a closure, the set of strings which including the closure is part of the regular language. Now we'll move on with problems of the regular expression. The regular expression tries to represent binary strings of length 2. So the first character can be 0 or 1, the second character can be 0 or 1. Or in other words, the binary strings will have only two characters, 0 and 1. So it can be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1 because you have a string length of 2. So the first character has two options. It can be either 0 or 1. So it is represented as 0, 1. Sorry. It is represented as 0, 1. And then the second character can also be again 0 plus 1. So it is either 0 or 1. So we try to concatenate the first character and the second character. Now we'll try to write a regular expression to represent all binary strings. It can be from length 1 to any length. So if it is clean closure, you have to have a star or as a superscript, so which tells 0 or more occurrence of the character. But it is 1 or more occurrence, we'll have a positive closure, which is denoted by plus as the superscript. Right? And then we'll have a regular expression which represents all binary strings with exactly 1, 0. There are few terms which we have to really remember. The first one is exactly. Exactly is the number given has to be there in the string. If it's exactly 1, 0, only 1, 0 has to be there. The next one is at most. At most 1, 0. Either it can be 0, 0 zeros, or it can be 1, 0. Maximum limit of 1 is provided. Then the next one is at least 1, 0. If it is at least 1, it starts with 1 and you have any infinite number of zeros to be allowed. So you have exactly, you have at most, you have at least. Now here what we use is exactly 1. And so you have 1, 0. To the left of it, it can be prefixed by any number of ones. It need not be. So I have used in 1 closure here. And to the right of it, it can be again prefixed by 0 ones or any number of ones. So you have another 1 closure. So this is how it works on. Now what about the next regular expression? It represents all binary strings which ends with 0, 1. So 0, 1 itself is a binary string which ends with 0, 1. So before that, you can prefix with zero occurrence of zeros, ones, any combination of 0, 1 is allowed. And therefore, I have given it as, if it is more occurrence of 0, 0 closure will work out. If it is one occurrence, more occurrence of 1, 1 closure will work out. If it is 0 or more occurrence of both 0 and 1 in any combination, then you will have 0 plus 1 the whole closure. Try to erase this annotation part. Okay. And here we say write a regular expression to represent all binary strings which does not end with 0 and 1. In the previous case, it ends with 0 and 1. So preceding is prefix is same. It is 0 plus 1 the whole closure. But the end should be apart from 0, 1. So what all other combinations we have? 0, 0 or 1, 0 or 1, 1. Now here you try to represent all binary strings which contains even number of zeros. So I have even number of zeros here, 0, 0. That is any number of times this closure occurs. It can be 1, 0, 0 zeros, 2 zeros can occur, 4 zeros can occur, 6 can occur, and any number of. And then what about this regular expression? It is a per n, b per m. Now this value is important. N is greater than or equal to 3. So it has to be a minimum of 3. You cannot have a to the power 3, a to the power 4, which is not allowed in a regular expression. So what has happened? A is equal to 3 is must. And therefore, I have given 3 A's, A. And above that, you can have any number of A's. And therefore, you have an A closure in the 7th one. Right? Here you have 3 A's, which means n is equal to 3. And then here you have two conditions. One is n is equal to 3 and one is greater than 3. N is equal to 3 is a must. And therefore you have 3 A's followed by any number of 3 A's where you have an A closure. Now M has to be even. So it should, any occurrences should have 0, 2, 4, 6, and therefore I have used two B's together. Now you have a regular expression to represent all strings which contains no more than 3 A's. So at most it should have 3 A's. Okay, so if it has 0 A's, it's B closure. If it has 1 A, we don't know the positioning of B. Either it can precede or it can succeed or it can do both. Again for 2 A's, again for 3 A's. So this is how we try to, write regular expression to represent different patterns. I hope you have understood the concept. So we'll end off